Welcome into the Michigan Football Report. I am your host, as always, James Yoder. I'm recording this Friday night. I'm probably not going to put it out until Sunday morning. Doing a little, career development here at the Chat Sports Studio Friday night. Learning how to use our production software, self-producing the show with just the lower thirds across the screen. So I press a button, boom, it goes on there. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Michigan Football Report. I have gotten some information tonight about Michigan football, and I recorded a video here just a moment ago about the Michigan football team and transfers. I'm going to put that out Saturday morning, so you may have watched that already. This one's going to be about the Michigan football recruiting class. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want late-breaking information, inside analysis on the Michigan football program, recruiting information here and there, and just frankly, a guy with a great opinion at James Yoder on Twitter and youtube.com/Michigan TV. So subscribe to the channel. But now, want to talk a little bit about the recruiting class, Jim Harbaugh's contract, and how they are kind of meshing together to be, in a lot of ways, a disaster of events for the Michigan football program, not just now, but in the future, going forward, and how this program looks a day from now, a month from now, a year from now, hell, 5 years from now. Because if you lose a ton of transfers, followed by a terrible recruiting class, if a bunch of guys decommit, and then 2022, what does that look like if Jim Harbaugh won't make a decision? I don't know what the future of this Michigan football program looks like with Harbaugh at the helm. So here's my story. Here's the word. Harbaugh's indecision, whether it's his choice or the university's choice, whether if it's a contract he doesn't want or if it's the university's purposely giving a bad contract to make him walk out the door, whether he's waiting on the NFL season to end or not, the fact that signing day is days away, the fact that Donovan Edwards is going to decide where he goes to college on Wednesday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. The fact that Xavier Worthy, the high-level four-star wide receiver, is going to decide between Michigan and Alabama, been committed to Michigan since July. And the fact that there's two linebackers, a top 100 kid and a top 250 kid, both four stars from the state of Florida, high-speed, high-energy guys that are purposely not signing on Wednesday because of Jim Harbaugh, has put this program, this recruiting class, in peril. I understand there's guys like J.J. McCarthy. I understand like there's other players, Lewis Hanson, that are going to commit to Michigan no matter who the coach is. But not everybody's like that. People want clarity. They want certainty in some ways, right? You wouldn't take a job. You wouldn't buy a house. You wouldn't buy a car if you didn't know what color it was. Why would a college football player or a high school football player who thinks he has an NFL future, if he's getting recruited by Michigan, if he's getting recruited by Alabama, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Georgia, Oklahoma, why would he commit to Michigan not knowing who his coach is going to be, not having his coach tell him anything other than, I'm going to bet on myself, which Jim Harbaugh is reportedly saying? I don't know the answer to that for every kid, but I know for anyone with 1% of uncertainty on Michigan, it burgeons easily into 100% uncertainty if that head coach, Jim Harbaugh, or the support staff of Michigan won't give you an answer on whether they're going to be there in the future. So it's an interesting situation. I think Michigan football in general is in a spot, and that's why, frankly, I think Michigan needs to make a decision on Jim Harbaugh by Monday, or else. What's the or else? The or else is be willing to live with the consequences of a dozen or more players on your on your current team transferring out. High-level players, potentially starters. Already had one starter, Carpenter, offensive lineman, starting center last couple games, starting center next year. He's already gone. Giles Jackson, Daxton Hill, right? Michael Barrett, he might be gone too, right? Cade McNamara, I haven't heard anything about him, but I wouldn't be surprised. Zach Charbonnet, Blake Corum. These guys, if they don't know who their head coach is going to be, or if they think they don't have the right head coach and you won't give them an answer, they're going to be out the door. Michigan's going to be a situation where you have more personnel losses than any team that's not been hit by NCAA sanctions are going to deal with, and that's just unacceptable. So this situation Michigan football coaches, ADs, they were at their houses. They were working from home for months, and no decision was made. It came to this, that you were trying to make a decision and negotiate Ohio State week. Now we're days before the recruiting class, before signing day, and you still haven't come to a decision. No one's saying anything. You're saying that we're going to make a decision after the season. Well, frankly, what season? The season's over, right? 2-4 record. Whether you play a game on the 19th in that championship crossover week, whether you end up playing in a bowl game, which seems mind-boggling to me, even though Michigan will be eligible, as is every team, the fact that Michigan and Jim Harbaugh and Warde Manuel won't make a decision, won't sit in a room and lock themselves in until they make a decision on what their future is, spells to me that Harbaugh's gone. He's waiting to see the NFL season. He's waiting for something else, because if he was here, he would sign an extension. If they wanted him here, they would offer him an extension. I don't care if it's incentive laden, or at worst, if they don't sign anything, they would just say, I plan on being here for a long time, and I'm going to be. We'll sign a contract, but you can count on me being here. And the athletic director said, we've agreed in principle. We're working on the minor details. I want to assure the fans, the students, the players, and the recruits that Jim Harbaugh is our coach this year, next year, and long into the future. The contract details will be ironed out, but that shouldn't stop you from staying in school here, committing here, whatever it is. And frankly, where you and I are concerned, from donating money to the school, from renewing my season tickets. It's going to be an interesting situation, because I don't know what's going to come of this recruiting class on Wednesday, but I think this next 7 to 10 days recruiting football team, we could see a big-time exodus if this Michigan football athletic department, coaching staff, Jim Harbaugh, doesn't make a decision on whether they're going to be here in the future or not. So I ask you guys this question: will Jim Harbaugh return? Will he be the head coach of this team in 2021? I don't think this whole I'm going to play out my contract thing he did in San Francisco, which reportedly he's told people in the last few days that he would do at Michigan if they didn't get a contract signed. He'd play out his contract. It's unacceptable. Why is it unacceptable? Think about this recruiting class. Branden Jennings is not signing. Jaydon Hood is not signing. 2 top 150 players, a top 100 and top 250 linebackers. There's other players out there. Believe me, there are others that are considering not signing, considering not enrolling early. And how about this? The 2022 recruiting class. If your son was a junior in high school or getting recruited by Michigan, you going to be here in 2023, coach, when my son is a sophomore? Well, I don't know. You're going to be there in 2022 when he's enrolled? I don't know. No way in hell any kid from 2022 is going to come to Michigan. So what, you going to let him play out his entire contract next year? And we get to this point next year, Michigan's getting ready for maybe a bowl game at the end of the 21 season, and Jim Harbaugh is completing his contract, and we don't know if he's going to be the coach. The recruiting class in 2022, this time next year, will be like 2 players. Probably Alex Van Sumeren, Ben's brother, and a 2-star walk-on quarterback or something like that. It won't exist, right? They think they're going to get these, Domani Jackson and these 5-stars from Michigan cornerbacks. There's no way in hell. I have been told that 2022 recruits have lost all contact outside of Domani Jackson and Will Johnson, have lost all contact with the Michigan football coaching staff lately. So it is being a really bad thing in the future of this program. The 2022 recruiting class, whether Harbaugh stays or goes, where a new coach comes in, it is so far behind the 8 ball right now that it is going to take a gargantuan recruiting effort. And I'm sorry, Matt Dudek's not the guy. Is Jim Harbaugh the guy? Maybe to bring it back. But this they're not putting this next head coach if somebody else comes in a good position. So I don't know why that is still the case. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at James Yoder. Tell me you're an MFer. What's an MFer, James? MFR. It's the name of the show, Michigan Football Report. If you watch the show, if you like what we do, consider yourself an MFer. Say, I'm an MFer. Go follow me on Twitter. Tweet at me. James, love the show. Whatever you want. I'm an MFer. I'll follow you back. Everybody who hits me with that through the end of the year, I'll give them a follow back, give them a retweet. Appreciate you guys. Really do, by the way. Really love the community. We're growing here. The comments, the feedback you guys give me on social media, it's very appreciated. So, talk about a few more things here. Xavier Worthy. I've been told, and it's very odd, that Xavier Worthy is going to come if Josh Gattis, he's going to commit to Michigan. He's going to stay with Michigan on Wednesday if Josh Gattis is still the offensive coordinator. With the expectation that if Gattis is not the offensive coordinator in the future, right, meaning that he doesn't stay at Michigan past this season, if he is let go or finds another job, in January, end of December, that Worthy would be let out of his letter of intent, right? and would be able to go somewhere else. And so the relationship here, the fact that his mom is so attached to Gattis, I think that's an odd thing. I don't know why people keep saying that so much, but I don't know if there's anything there or not. But I don't expect Josh Gattis to return. So if Xavier Worthy sticks to his Michigan commitment, I don't think he'll be long for this school, because I don't see Josh Gattis being part of this Michigan football staff. I've been told that he has some issues at home that have maybe kept him from being the best of his ability at his job this year. Read into that what you will. And that the product we've seen in the field is unacceptable for Jim Harbaugh, and certainly no new coach is going to keep him on that perspective. So I don't think Josh Gattis, I said like 49-50% that he won't be back a couple days ago. I'm putting it like 9% based on what I've heard in the last day or two regarding Xavier Worthy, regarding Gattis' issues outside of football, and regarding what Jim Harbaugh is reportedly thinking about him as regards to Michigan's football as offensive coordinator when it goes in the future. But subscribe to the channel, guys. You see it right below me, youtube.com/Michigan TV. Subscribe. We, Friday night, we're at 11,500 subscribers. I'm guessing by the time you watch this, we'll be at 11,600, 7,000. Really hoping to continue to grow. We want to put more resources into the show. We want to have more producers, whatever we can do to make the show better. It all, it's a cascading thing. More audience, more subscribers. We can get more studio time. We can get more producers, social people, whatever it is to make your football fanhood as a Michigan football fan better, despite the product in the field right now. That's our goal here, and whatever we can do to make the show better. If you do subscribe, just let us know in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter if you want to see different segments, if you want to see us do things differently that would make you watch more or recommend us to friends more. Go ahead and do that. And if you love it, youtube.com/Michigan TV. Tell any Michigan fan that you know. Donovan Edwards, as I said, committing 130 on Wednesday. Sloppy Sam Webb has said that, I saw an article, by the way, Sam Webb has said that Donovan Edwards is going to choose a program, not a coach. That's like weird coach, that's weird reporter speak. That's total blog boy speak to me. But if that's the case, then maybe Michigan gets Donovan Edwards. But if Jim Harbaugh lets his contract go and there's no clarity by Tuesday night, why would Donovan Edwards come to Michigan, right? It just doesn't make any sense. And it's just frankly disappointing to me. I'm not looking forward to going to Michigan football games right now because I don't know what the product's going to be in the field. I'm not looking forward to buying anything from Michigan for Christmas. And so why would I recruit? Why would a 17-year-old kid? Think about this if you're a parent or a player. You think your son, if he's a top 50 player in the country, which Donovan Edwards is, you think he is the right coach and the right system and the right development away. All those things are hit. Your son's got it. We need these things, right? We need those things to happen. If those things happen, we are multi-millionaires. Our great-great-grandkids don't have to work. We are buying houses, cars. We are set for life. Are you going to risk it with the unknown, right? Why would you do that? So it's disappointing. It really is what's going on here with the Michigan football program and the fact that they won't put some clarity out there, which leads me to believe if you're willing to sacrifice recruits and sacrifice players and sacrifice everything, negative press, negative Twitter, negative social media, everybody saying Michigan is a disaster, it only means one thing, that you're waiting for something to happen, the NFL season to be over, whatever it is, your Christmas break to happen, to announce that Jim Harbaugh will no longer be the coach at the University of Michigan. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. As I said, I filmed this Friday night, putting it out Sunday morning. I don't think any of this information will change there, but wanted to get some content in there for the weekend, given that we're 5 days till signing day. Hit this button to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and do that if you haven't. And if you missed my video from Saturday right here, I've got another video from earlier in the week for you right here. We'll be back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is signing day. Whew, it's going to be a wild one. Go Blue.